This tutorial is about overdying something that you thought didn't turn out quite right. Now this particular scarf was this wimpy beigey brown color. So I tied it back up and I overdyed it with russet and black. And look, baby, look at it now.
Oh, that's way better.
Okay, so I'm going to do a 2-scarf jacket, and I have 2 scarves that I have dyed. They're awfully bright. Most people probably wouldn't want something quite this bright, so I've decided I will overdye it. But before I did that, what I did was I put both scarves together. So I've got scarf 1 and scarf 2.
And they're 2 large square.
They're 2 35-inch squares.
100% silk.
100% silk. If you need information about the acid dye, look at tutorial 1 and 2. Okay, I have stitched with kind of a heavy thread around two circles. And I'm going to get them tied up here in just a minute.
So you're tying them up with some...
Well, I stitched around into a circle. And I'm gonna put the rubber bands to hold it a little tighter. Okay, I have to soak it in the vinegar solution. And I did a bunch of circles. And you can see they are gonna come out, they're called Kumo knots. And I've got a bunch of circles and I've got 2 scarves together so that they'll be 2 matching scarves. In order to make the circles, I took just a heavier thread and I stitched just a running stitch
By
around,
hand?
and then pulled it tight.
Did you do it by hand? Or?
By hand.
Okay.
Needle and thread by hand. And then I'm putting some rubber bands on these to hold them nice and firm, like we did when we did the other scarf to make white areas. Tied off areas will remain the reds and the yellows. But now that I've got it all tied up, I'm going to put it into soak in the vinegar solution. This vinegar solution got colored, but it's fortunately the right color.
But it's 1 cup of,
1 cup of
white vinegar
to a quart of water.
to 1 quart of water. 1 cup of white vinegar to a quart of water.
It needs about 15 minutes of soaking so that you know the vinegar has penetrated all the areas. The vinegar is what sets the dye for the acid dye. That's why it's called acid dye.
So it'll just sit in that container for about 15 minutes with
Right.
the vinegar.
It's been sitting for about 15 minutes. Now we're going to squeeze out. Okay, squeeze out the vinegar. Going to put it in a tray. And I'm going to put it in so that these little Kumo knots are standing up.
Inside a microwavable tray.
Yeah, microwavable dish or tray. Okay, now we're ready to pour some dye on. Now, I'm going to use some purple because purple is the complement to yellow, and it will neutralize the color in the yellow. It'll turn it kind of a brownish color.
So this is an acid dye for 100% silk.
Right, acid dye, 100% silk.
And watch the past videos.
I'm gonna kind of squish that in, and then gonna pick it up and make sure I've got some on the bottom too. Pick it up on this side, make sure we got some on that side. Okay, now I'm gonna add black to it. Get a little black up on here.
And the past video will also show you how to mix the
Mix
dyes.
the dye, yeah.
What kind of dyes, what kind of fabrics.
Okay. With my fingers, I'm just going to tap a little bit of the dye onto the little pokies, whatever they're called, these little things that are standing up. Okay, now we're going to let that sit for about 5 minutes before we put it in the microwave. Put it in your Ziploc bag, close the bag, leaving about a 2 to 3 inch opening on one side. That's so the bag won't explode. This is a dedicated microwave. Put it on 3 minutes. Push the button.
3 minutes.
Away it goes. Okay, the 3 minutes are up. Now it's very hot. So be careful as you take it out. And you've got to let it sit now for at least 10 minutes till it cools off, because it's way too hot to handle. It's got boiling water. It's cooled off now. And let's see if the moisture inside, let's see if we can pull some out. See if it is.
It's all absorbed.
See, the dye has, how much the dye has absorbed in there. We're gonna rinse it in warm water. Now I gotta cut the strings off of it and rinse it again. Now I'm gonna take the rubber bands and the strings, threads out of it, so.
And then rinse it again?
And then we'll rinse it again. And then we will have the reveal.
It's all untied.
2 scarves that match. And now I gotta rinse it again, and then we'll let it get damp dry, and I'll iron it. And next week, we'll show you how to make the 2 scarf jacket.
A little bit of woolite soap in it because it is such a dark scarf.
We don't want it to rub off on people.
But you don't really have to if you're doing a lighter scarf.
Yeah.
They turned out really nice. They're just setting out to dry so that they're damp and not wet, and then we'll iron it on the cotton setting with no steam.
The patterning show up as we iron it.
It's damp.
Yeah, it's just damp. But see how the patterning shows up in it?
Looks really good.
Isn't that pretty?
Now next week, she'll take these 2 square silk scarves that she made to be identical, and she will sew up a jacket.